Now, what if the airplane of your dreams wasn't built in a billion-dollar factory, but in an ordinary home garage? Imagine opening your garage door on a Saturday morning and seeing a real aircraft taking shape, piece by piece, under your own hands. It sounds impossible. Yet thousands of people have done exactly that. Today we're counting down the 10 most incredible kit planes you can actually build yourself, from simple ultralights to high-performance experimental aircraft. We'll reveal what they cost, how long they take to build, and what makes each one so remarkable. Stay with us until the very end, because our number one aircraft proves that building your own airplane is far more achievable than most people ever imagine. If you love incredible machines built by everyday people, hit subscribe and join us on this journey. Starting us off at number 10 is the Zenith CH650, widely known as the classic cruiser. Designed by the legendary aeronautical engineer Chris Heinz, this low-wing, all-metal beauty is the ultimate gateway drug for garage builders. You can put this entire machine together, including a reliable aircraft engine and basic avionics, for right around $35,000. Zenith claims it takes about 500 hours using their advanced computer-matched hull technology. However, any veteran builder knows that 500 hours in the brochure usually means a full year of sacrificing your weekends in the shop. When you look at this cruiser, you immediately see a sleek modern bubble canopy that looks like it belongs on a military fighter jet. Yet inside, it offers a surprisingly wide cabin. This is perfect for older pilots looking for real comfort. The primary application here is relaxed, cross-country flying, where you can truly enjoy the view. It operates using pulled blind rivets, meaning you do not need a team of guys with heavy pneumatic hammers to assemble it in your standard two-car garage. The most interesting part about this sensible machine is its extreme safety net. You can equip it with a full airframe ballistic parachute. If you lose control in the sky, you pull a handle, and the entire aircraft safely floats down to Earth. This cruiser is incredibly safe, sensible, and comfortable, cruising at a modest 130 miles per hour. But if you want to trade modern aluminum for the raw, sensory nostalgia of the golden age of aviation, the next machine will take you back in time. Coming in at number 9 is the Fisher Celebrity, affectionately called the Nostalgia Biplane. In a world obsessed with carbon fiber and glass cockpits, the Celebrity is a massive rebellion against the space age. This is a classic open cockpit biplane built almost entirely out of wood and fabric. Originating from Fisher Flying Products, this aircraft taps into the deep traditional garage craftsmanship culture. The basic airframe materials traditionally start well under $10,000. This makes it incredibly accessible for those who want to build a pure piece of history. The visual impact is absolutely stunning. It features a staggered wing configuration, an exposed radial or flat fore engine right up front, and requires the pilot to wear classic leather goggles. You are not just bolting metal together, you are working with spruce, shaping ribs, and stretching fabric over wings, just like the aviation pioneers did in the 1920s. The application is pure weekend joyriding, letting you feel the mechanical heartbeat of the engine as you fly low over golden farm fields. Listen, here is the brutal reality of the true cost. This plane will test your absolute limits of patience. You are looking at a minimum of 1,000 to 1,500 grueling build hours dealing with epoxy and sawdust. It is a labor of pure love that creates an unmatched feeling of flight. Wood and fabric bring pure classic nostalgia and a deep connection to the past. But what if you want to strip away the fuselage entirely and feel the brutal, unfiltered wind straight against your face? That brings us to number 8, the Quicksilver Sport 2S, famously known as the open-air buggy. Originating in the early days of the ultralight boom, this machine represents the rawest form of powered flight. When you first lay eyes on this machine, your brain screams that it should not be flying. It operates on a strut-braced Dacron-covered wing that provides an incredible amount of lift. You can build this entire kit in an astonishing 150 to 200 hours, because it is basically just bolting pre-drilled tubes together. It looks like a dune buggy made of aluminum scaffolding that somehow magically grew wings. There is no cockpit, there are no doors. You are literally sitting on a simple fiberglass seat bolted to a bare aluminum tube with a pusher propeller screaming right behind your head. The application here is purely low and slow sightseeing. You aren't going cross-country in this. You are cruising at a slow 50 miles per hour over lakes and forests, smelling the pine trees as you climb. However, despite its terrifying skeletal appearance, the Quicksilver is actually one of the safest and most forgiving aircraft in aviation history. The legendary story goes that it was originally designed for hang glider pilots who just wanted a little engine to avoid having to climb mountains. It is raw, it is visceral, and it connects you to the sky like absolutely nothing else. That is about as raw as it gets for weekend flying. But the next aircraft bends the rules of aviation and folds up perfectly into the corner of your garage. Hitting number 7 is the Kolb Firefly, and we call this little beast the garage grasshopper. Designed by the brilliant Homer Kolb, this aircraft is where we start getting into the bizarre legal loopholes of American aviation. The entire engineering philosophy was to create a true airplane that weighed practically nothing. By aggressively shaving off weight, the aircraft hits the magical empty weight limit of 254 pounds. This allows it to qualify strictly under the legendary Federal Aviation Administration Part 103 ultralight regulations. The visual here is incredibly unique. It features a tiny tubular fuselage, a high-mounted wing, and a pusher engine placed way up high behind the wing's trailing edge. But the absolute killer feature is its extreme folding wing mechanism. One man, completely by himself, can pull 2 pins and fold the wings back against the tail in less than 15 minutes. The application: you load it onto a cheap utility trailer, drag it home behind your truck, and park it in a standard one-car garage. And here is the craziest part about this machine: the law. Under Part 103, there is absolutely zero government bureaucracy. No aircraft registration, no medical certificate, and absolutely no pilot's license is required to fly it. However, the trade-off is brutal. Because it is so incredibly light, the pilot weight is heavily restricted, and a stiff crosswind will toss you around like a dry leaf. It is small, quirky, and legally bizarre. But are you man enough to handle a machine built purely for high G muscle and extreme aerobatics? Now, brace yourself for number 6, the Steen Skybolt. This is the ultimate muscle biplane. Designed in 1970 by Lamar Steen, a high school shop teacher. This aircraft was literally born in a classroom, but was engineered to endure the most punishing positive and negative G-forces imaginable. Building a Skybolt is a monumental undertaking. You are not just assembling a kit. You are welding a 4130 chromoly steel tube fuselage completely from scratch. This is a massive project that demands over 2,000 hours of intense labor. Visually, it is a terrifyingly beautiful and aggressive machine. It sports swept-back upper wings and a massive roaring 260 to 300 horsepower Lycoming engine hanging directly off the nose. It looks like it wants to fight you. The application of the Skybolt is purely for hardcore aerobatics and airshow performances. This is not for a relaxed Sunday cruise. This is a high-performance athlete designed to perform snap rolls, loops, and hammerheads while tearing up the sky with brute force. Flying it is the ultimate test of manhood. This is not for weekend amateurs. The Skybolt is highly responsive, twitchy, and demands thousands of hours of tailwheel flight experience. You make one mistake on landing, and that massive engine will aggressively pull you right into a ground loop. Aerobatics takes serious guts and muscle, but if you want to trade loops for sheer face-melting space-age speed, you need to see this next bullet. Screaming into the number 5 spot is the Lancair Legacy, simply known as the space-age bullet. We are leaving the era of steel tubes and fabric behind and entering the extreme world of advanced composites. The performance specs on this machine are absolutely staggering. Powered by a Continental IO550 engine, pushing well over 310 horsepower, the Legacy can cruise at a blistering 276 miles per hour. That is significantly faster than many twin-engine commercial turboprops, and you built it yourself in your shed. The Legacy looks exactly like a miniature fighter jet. It features seamless, perfectly smooth carbon fiber and fiberglass curves, a sleek teardrop canopy and retractable landing gear that sucks up into the belly for maximum aerodynamic efficiency. The application is pure, unadulterated cross-country speed. Businessmen and extreme builders use this aircraft to travel across the United States in a fraction of the time it takes commercial airlines, doing it all with extreme mechanical style. However, the cost of that speed is incredibly severe. You will be working with toxic resins and itchy fiberglass for upwards of 1,500 hours. The critical flaw is the cockpit. Designed solely to punch a tiny hole through the air, it is incredibly cramped. On a hot summer day, sitting under that massive plexiglass bubble turns the cabin into a roasting oven. Cruising at that speed is a thrill. But what happens when you strap a terrifying 300 horsepower monster engine to a garage-built rocket? That brings us to number 4, the Glassair 3. This is the garage-built rocket. If you want to terrify yourself and everyone watching on the ground, this is exactly the machine you build. Introduced in the 1980s, the Glassair 3 took the kit plane world by absolute storm. It is a low-wing composite beast, housing a monstrous Lycoming IO540 six-cylinder engine. We are talking about a blistering top speed, approaching 300 miles per hour. It literally screams through the air like a missile. Visually, the Glassair 3 is very intimidating. It sits low to the ground with a shark-like nose and aggressive, razor-thin wings. The application is clear: unlimited speed and adrenaline-pumping performance. Builders construct this rocket to dominate air races or simply to own the fastest machine on the local ramp. But this extreme performance comes with a massive financial burden. Building a Glassair 3 will easily drain well over $100,000 from your bank account by the time you install a modern avionics panel. Clearly, you also better be an elite, highly trained pilot. The wings on this aircraft are incredibly thin, designed purely for high-speed aerodynamics, not slow-speed lift. That means when you come in for a landing, you're approaching the runway at a terrifyingly high speed. Miscalculate your flare by just a few knots, and this heavy, fast rocket will drop out of the sky like a solid rock. Flying fast is exhilarating. But what if you do not have a paved runway at all? Meet the machine that laughs at asphalt. At number 3, we have the Zenith CH750, widely revered among builders as the Sky Jeep. We are back to the genius mind of Chris Heinz, but this time the goal is not speed. The absolute goal is ultimate off-grid survival and heavy utility. This aircraft is famous for its insane short takeoff and landing capability. This rugged machine can lift off the dirt in less than 100 feet, defying the basic rules of traditional airport flying. The visual design of the 750 is deliberately bizarre and rugged. It is incredibly boxy, highly utilitarian, and features massive fixed leading-edge slats on the wings. Honestly, it looks like a flying tractor. You do not need a paved airport. The application here is landing on gravel riverbeds, muddy farm fields, or the side of a mountain. It is the ultimate bug-out vehicle for those who want to completely escape civilization and dive into the deep wilderness with their own extreme machine. However, the fatal flaw of this machine is its shape. Because of all those extreme high-lift devices and its square truck-like body, it has the aerodynamic efficiency of a flying brick. It flies incredibly slow, meaning cross-country trips will take forever. The Sky Jeep is incredibly tough and reliable, but its rugged capabilities absolutely pale in comparison to the shocking extreme suspension of this next flying trophy truck. Taking the number 2 spot is the absolute extreme monster known as the Just Aircraft SuperSTOL. We call this the Baja truck of the skies. If the Zenith was a Jeep, This is a fully built off-road racing truck designed for maximum abuse. When you first see the SuperSTOL, your jaw will hit the floor. It features massive 29-inch Alaskan bushwheel Tundra tires and an exposed long-travel shock strut system that looks like it was ripped straight off a Baja 1000 trophy truck. The engineering here is pure insanity. The shock absorbers have massive travel. When you watch this plane land, the pilot literally points the nose down and aggressively crashes it into the ground. It looks exactly like a fatal accident waiting to happen, but the extreme suspension just swallows the entire impact whole, stopping the aircraft in just a few dozen feet. The application is clear, landing in places where absolutely no airplane has any business being, like boulder-filled clearings or steep, muddy riverbanks. Building this machine requires meticulous attention to the heavy-duty landing gear components, as they will take the worst beating imaginable. It is designed for the worst terrain on Earth. That extreme suspension is visually sensational and functionally brilliant. But the number one spot goes to a machine so bizarre, so utterly shocking, you will not believe it is entirely legal to fly without a license. And here we are at the final climax. Number 1, the Aerolite 103, perfectly nicknamed the Flying Lawn Chair. This is the absolute pinnacle of extreme aviation loopholes and bizarre design. The engineers aggressively shaved off every single ounce of aluminum and fabric to ensure this machine weighs exactly 254 pounds empty. Why? Because 254 pounds is the exact legal limit for the FAA Part 103 regulation, classifying it basically as an ultralight vehicle. Honestly, the Aerolite 103 is barely an airplane. It is a completely open-air tricycle frame with a brightly colored fabric wing, a massive pusher propeller located inches behind your back, and absolutely no cockpit whatsoever. You sit totally exposed to the elements, gripping a simple center control stick, looking straight down at the ground rushing past between your work boots. The application is the purest, most terrifying and exhilarating form of raw mechanical freedom you can experience in the sky. But the real shocker is the law. You buy the kit for under $20,000, you bolt it together in your garage in a few dozen hours, you push it out, start the engine, and you take to the skies. No medical check, no aircraft registration, and absolutely no pilot's license is required. It is the ultimate expression of mechanical freedom and extreme danger, completely unregulated by standard aviation bureaucracy. These 10 machines are not just collections of aluminum tubes, rivets, and carbon fiber. They represent a bold, rebellious spirit. They are testaments to the garage builder, the guys who refuse to just buy a toy and instead choose to build real solutions for real, extreme dreams. Which one of these bizarre machines did you find the strangest? Which one are you actually man enough to try and build in your garage? And is there a crazy kit plane out there that I completely missed? Drop your thoughts down in the comments below. If you love extreme mechanics and heavy-duty engineering, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. Because next week we are diving into the most dangerous homemade tanks ever built.